I ride my bike.
What kind of bike do you have? Dang, you got shocks, pegs, lucky.
Check this out, boys. The HappyRun G300 Pro 3000 watt rear hub is pretty badass. This is the fastest and most powerful e-bike that I've gotten to date. Check out all the options and specs on this bike.
Nice grips and easy to read controls. Colorful display. Brake light, blinkers, adjustable rear monoshock, pedals, adjustable inverted front forks, front and rear disc hydraulic brakes, a super bright headlight, and a nice soft cushy seat. There it is, boys. Getting delivered. Yeah, I'll probably put it in there. I'll back up to it. Thanks. Thank you. You too. So that's it. It's not in that big of a box. Let's get it open. Ooh. Something in here. The rear shock. Oh, wow. Looks like dampening and spring tension for adjustments. Very nice. Some zip ties. A little glue, but WD-40. Probably take that off. I think I'll open the side up like I normally do. You want to keep the box for a little while too, just in case you have to send it back. Looks like a lock. The pedals, front disc brake, key for the button battery, key for top of battery, HappyRun toolkit. That's the toolkit. And the manual. And the charger. 54 volt, 3 amp output. Front wheel is a 1.60 by 17 inch, which is a 70/100-17 motorcycle tire. DOT approved. Tube type, 225 kPa cold. Put that disc brake on, 180 millimeter disc brake. Wow, that's all battery. Well, comes with an air pump with adapters. Front fender, nice and thick. Doesn't seem like cheap plastic. Even comes with a ratchet strap. Another set of keys here. Wow, that's some nice suspension. Wow, it's doing rebound. Very nice. Let's get this battery out and start charging it. So that's off, on, and if you push down and turn it to the left, it's unlock. Wow, that thing is massive. Heavy. 72 volt, 30 amp hour, 2,160 watt hours. Lithium ion. Pretty good sized battery. Let's get this charging. I don't see a meter on the battery. We'll let her charge up till that turns green. I'll make it a little lighter too so we can put that front wheel on. Usually WD-40 will take this sticky stuff off. Huh, nope. Some paint thinner. That worked. There, no more sticky. Paint thinner for the win. Hey, what's up, Gizmo? Let's get that front rotor on. Rotation. Has Loctite. What do you want, Gizmo? Sounds like that kid on Bad Santa. Snug him. and crisscross tighten. Does that say Nolos?
Solon.
Solon? Ah. At least it's lighter without that battery in there. Yeah, that'll work. Without the battery, it's nice and light. I wonder why that went down farther than that one. That has its own little lock. There's no keeper in there. Must have fell out maybe. Make sure it's in that notch. Tighten these for the axle. Looks like a dirt bike. Let's get this rear shock on so we can leave it on its kickstand. We don't have to use that foam support anymore. So you're going to need a 13mm socket to put this rear shock on. Nylon locking nuts. Tighten her down. Snug it up pretty good. Let's do the pedals. Righty, right hand side, right thread. And lefty, left hand side, left thread. This one you're going to need a 15mm thin wrench, not supplied. This does have a cadence or cadence style pickup for pedal assist. Tighten them down. Let's put them handlebars on. This does have a lock here, which is an excellent idea, especially if you're going to be going off some cool jumps. And you could adjust this as high or low as you'd like. I'm going to try it up high first. Now we can get the handlebars on. Put your bar clamp on loosely, and then we'll adjust it. About there, feels good for me. It does have marks here, so you can line everything up. 31.8mm it says. Tighten everything down. Crisscross torque. Always. Let's get our brake levers on. That makes it easy. Don't have to guess what goes on what side, do we? That goes on that side, and this goes on this side. There's the filler. I even put Loctite on these bolts. Snug them down, but don't tighten them up yet, so we can do the proper adjustment. Oh, hey Gizmo. What's going on? Now the best way to do this, so you don't fatigue your hands, just rest your hand on here. If it's too high and you gotta lift up, it will fatigue your hand, and you'll feel that in your wrist after a couple hours or maybe even an hour. Put my hand out, lay it right on top, and that's the actual best way. Same thing with the right. I put that in the wrong spot. Brake lever goes in between the controller and the twist throttle. You may have to move this down so the wire's not in the way. Now you can tighten them down. I personally don't like these tight, so if you fall, they'll move a little bit. You know what I mean? they won't break.
This is what I do. I sit on you.
Let's get these wires hooked up. Number 3, you will see that there's a notch and also an arrow. So line up the arrow, which will line up the notch. You can pull these off when you're done, or not. Number 1. Number 2. And that's it. I can adjust this throttle back there. It's pretty tight. You can tighten it up more if you'd like, but I'd probably leave it. Adjust your controls so they're somewhat facing you. Whatever's comfortable. That looks pretty good right there. Let's neaten up these wires and use those zip ties. If you don't have one of these nippers, get one. Harbor Freight sells them. This is the proper tool for cutting zip ties, so you don't get that and then you go whoosh. This one will cut right up, completely flush. Definitely a must-have for your shop. Something like that. We could take those tags off later. Let's get this front fender on. Get a little leverage. Not sure where the bike lock should go. I imagine on the handlebars. If I take it, I'd rather just wrap it around the handlebars. So we won't mount that today. So that is it. We are done. Whole time for assembly is about 2 hours. Fairly easy. I like it. Pretty well built. Let's get the battery in it. We are all charged. Man, it's massive. Oh, this thing's heavy. It's a big boy. That one locks it. And then one more turns the power on. One thing I always check on every one of these bikes is if the disc brakes are dragging. I did it on the front when I put the front wheel on, and that was perfect. But I rode this around. I really didn't hit the brakes too much, but they're pretty warm, and I see why now, because they're dragging. That shouldn't be. I'll show you how to fix it. Grab your Allen wrench, loosen these up. I saw that move instant. Wow, a lot. Now you see that's floating. What you want to do is squeeze your back brake, snug these up just a little, and see if it's dragging. Much better. Then you can crank them down. Much better. Powered on, you hold the power button for 3 seconds or less. That's a pretty nice display. If you push the power button, max speed, average speed, and your regular speedometer. You can't go into gear until you hit the brake once. There's 5 different settings. Let's see where the freewheel's at on number 5. 50. The back brake's on the right, front brake's on the left. So we'll go down to number 1. 12. 2 is 18. 3 is 24. 4 is 32. And of course 5 is 50. Then you have your headlight. Woo! That thing is bright. Turn signal. Left. Push again to cancel. Right. Push again to cancel, or both. Wow, that's loud. That's your power bar. This one does torque, and that one does speed. I think the rest of them do speed. Let's see how she goes, boys. Put her up to 5. Ready? Woo! That is pretty quick. Wow. Soft suspension. That pulls the wheel a little bit. This thing is quick. See if we can lose that drone. Meow, meow, meow.
Check it out, Chewy.
Not bad at all, HappyRun. Got to tighten that spring up. I'm 235 pounds. Looks like a hit right there. God, didn't break that off. Be sure to go over the bike and tighten all the nuts and bolts. I think I might remove that plate holder. Pretty loose. Tighten that down a bit. Maybe go a little more. I'm kind of heavy.
This is what I do. I
That's all the way down.
sit on you.
With a couple cranks.
Sit on you. Sit on you.
A little better. I think that's rebound too. That might be good.
So this was basically an intro and a build on this bike. So if you guys want to see another video, I'll be having a battery endurance and off-road and on-road of how long you'll get out of the battery, how this thing works in the sand, climbing hills, on the road, because I mean it does have pedals, so we're going to say it's roadworthy. Catch that next episode. Definitely not going to want to miss it.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.